senior, Bryson Stallman. Number 4, senior, Jeremiah Watts. Number 10, junior, Adam Fretch. Number 23, junior, Heiso Enestroza. Number 27, junior, Martin McCullis. Number 5, junior, Vince Pena. Number 1, sophomore goalkeeper, Emerson Schweiger. Number 15, sophomore, Alex Winkhart. Number 11, sophomore, Wesley Zinchenko. Central is coached by head coach Pat Downing, assistant coach Sean Burke. Now for your Alliance Aviators. Tonight's reserves. Freshman, number 4, Jackson Bracestead. Freshman, number 2, Jace Jones. Freshman, number 1, Jackson Masters. Freshman, number 30, Jacob Sheedy. Freshman, number 28, Carson Smith. Sophomore, number 39, Zach Jarena. Sophomore, number 24, Isaac Martin.
You know why?
And tonight's starters. Number 12, sophomore, Ryder Bandy. Number 10, junior, Caden Callett. Number 11, junior, D'Angelo Fisk.
It's not on
Number
my camera,
5,
is it?
junior, Lincoln Masters.
Is it on my camera right now?
In goal, number 0, junior, Cole Pasco.
Oh, it'll be on my camera. It's not functioning.
Number 6, junior, Lincoln Reese. Number 9, senior, Quinn Callett. Number 16, senior, Camden Jones. Number 21, senior, Logan Kager. Number 22, senior captain,
No, it's
Ron
just dead.
Nicholson.
I'll just use manual.
Number 3, senior captain, Bob Prince. Alliance is coached by head coach Cody Lipley, assistant coaches Nate Werther and Wayne Adams. Now to honor America, we ask
I'm just not going to use the
direct your
thing on here.
attention to the American flag above the
And I'll go
scoreboard
get
and the national anthem.
Scoreboard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A crisp 78 degrees here at Alliance Elementary School as we bring you game 2 of 2 of the Alliance Soccer doubleheader as your Aviators host the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. This should be a good matchup. Alliance you guys have a pretty good team. 3-0 entering today's game, the closest game being a 2-goal win. So having a brace in hand and winning games, that will be a key factor come the playoffs in October and November. The Crusaders on the other end of the spectrum looking for their first win of the year as we are underway here in beautiful Alliance, Ohio. The 3-0 Aviators taking on the 0-2 Canton Central Catholic Crusaders. The Crusaders will begin with the ball and ping towards midfield, and the Aviators will take their first possession. On average so far this year, 3 and a third goal per game for the Aviators. Their offense has been high flying, and as well their defense, allowing less than a goal per game this year. A big reason why Cole Pasco, the junior in net, 9 saves. Alliance an early chance, pinged over the bar, and it'll be an early goal kick for the Crusaders. In the early stages of this game, we are going to see the tempo set by the Crusaders. I feel like they're going to have more shots against them than they will take. So it really matters what their defense is able to do. If they're able to defend well, I feel like they have a very good chance to come away with the 3 points. If they're unable to defend and have a lot of one-on-one opportunities given to the Aviators, this might be a great win for the powder blue and red. On the far wing, the Crusaders will roll. Ball's going to roll and will go out of play. The Crusaders doing a nice job showing some physicality as they work down the line. It will be number 3, Nesvati, to thrown into no man's land and cleared away with ease by the Aviators. The defense looks to turn into some offense as they have a chance down the far flank, and it'll be just nudged out of bounds by the Crusaders, and it will go back to the visitors. Nice defense on the flank so far from Canton Central Catholic. They're allowing the Aviators to get some space down the wing, but when push comes to shove, they're able to use their shoulder and gain leverage on the ball and win it back, and that will be huge, winning the game on the flank. The Aviators, their second chance of the game, will go just wide of the bar. As expected, the Alliance offense coming out firing early and often. I believe their second shot, and it's the second goal kick of the game for the Crusaders as they look to work on the flank once again. Rough touch goes out of play. The Aviators are going to work really quick here. An excellent quick throw and taken, and the Aviators are back in prime positioning on the corner and will be given one as just prodded out of bounds by a Crusader. The pressure is on early for the visitors. Once again, this is what we expected to see. Would not be surprised to see Alliance have double-digit shots in the first half alone. They've already had 2, and we're just around 3 minutes in. First corner of the game, pinged into the box and swallowed up by the goalkeeper. A nice job by the goalkeeper, Schweiger, to get up in the air and snag it down for his first save. For his efforts, he will be granted a free kick. May have been some interference as he went up for the ball and came down with it. 3 minutes in, couple shots by the Aviators, no touches by the Crusaders in the final attacking third. Ball played on the ground towards the center of the pitch, and we played up. Here come the Crusaders down the center. Stallnaker plays it to the wing, and the ball is lost, but picked up once again. Here come the Crusaders down the far flank with their first real big chance of the game. Ball in the penalty area, played in and deflected away. A nice save from Cole Pasco, his 10th of the year. Crusaders are not done quite yet. They'll take it to the corner flag and try and earn a corner, and they will. Numbers will fly forward for the Crusaders into the box. Just over 3.5 minutes in the game, and the Crusaders will take their first corner. Ball played in, back post. No one really home, but the player on the near side did a nice job to fly in and get a head on it. That was, I believe, Osborne getting there. Now it's cleared forward the Aviators, and the Crusaders playing a little bit of pinball with the ball, and it will finally settle with the home team. Ball once again won back by the Crusaders. A lot of sloppy touches early on in this game. Whichever side will be successful will have to clean up their first touches, as that has cost a couple of possessions thus far. This one just pinged down, and the Crusaders will pick it up well in their own defensive territory as Zugegno will take it, and it will be pinged away. Momentum early on in the game was with the Aviators, and now the Crusaders starting to get a couple words in. He'll have it on the far flank near midfield, and here's a prime opportunity. If the winger can outpace the defender, he cannot. It just pinged out for a throw-in. Kutcher, the player on the far side for the Crusaders, who tried making the run down that wide flank. And a nice interception on that far side by the Aviators, but the Crusaders right there to win it back. We have a battle in the midfield. That has been the biggest storyline thus far. Both sides duking it out in the center of the pitch, trying to own a dominant piece of possession. And a nice job by the Crusader on the near side to just hit it out of play for a throw. Winkert did a nice job recognizing where the defender was and earned the Crusaders another chance to set up the offense. In the high school game, the set-up game is really pivotal. The teams that are playing well into October and November are the ones who can excel on set pieces and throw-ins especially. Good defense being shown by the Aviators. They will clear the ball up pitch as they're going to try and get a player in on a run. They had two forwards taken up. The goalkeeper also off his line trying to get up there. It won't end up mattering as it's just sent out of play for a Crusader throw. 6 minutes in, no score. Battle in the center once again. A foul will go against the Aviators, so the Crusaders will have their first set piece within their own defending half. Very physical thus far. Both sides using their shoulders to try and gain leverage over a defender. Almost a handball. One of the players on the near side signaling for it. Definitely close, but the Aviators will advance on the near side. Play it forward. It's only one man to beat. The goalkeeper off his line, and it's just sent away to the corner as it will go out for a throw. Nice defense by Jeremiah Watts of Canton Central Catholic to trail back and just smack the ball out of bounds. He surrenders a throw, but I'm sure he'd rather surrender that than a goal. And a nice job by the goalkeeper once again as Schweiger goes up against an Aviator trying to just beat him. It was a bang-bang play, but the goalkeeper just got the better of the Aviator. So far, Schweiger has been called into action a couple of times, and the sophomore has played his part perfectly. The pressure will continue. Wide open down the flank. The Aviators, is this their opener? Played in the center, and will be dealt with by the Crusaders as they just ping the ball out of play, and will take a second to breathe before the Aviators will take a throw. Ball played in and just skied into the air by the Crusaders, sent centrally, and it's taken in by Pena in the center of the pitch, sent to the far side. Here come the Crusaders. Kutcher on that far wing, taking it central, will be hit from behind, and the flag will go up on the far side as the whistle blows. So it looks like we will have a free kick going back into a decent spot for the Crusaders. Maybe a little bit too far out to have them thinking of sending the ball into the box for a header, but they can easily have a good build-up play or even set up a play on the wings. I wouldn't mind seeing, you see number 15 on your screen, number 10 on your screen, Fretch, if he can make a run, get him in some open space and let him ping the ball. Instead, they go for the glory on that attempt and are unable to find it. It just goes back to where they started, and it's an Aviator possession this time around. Nice move on the near side, but it's not enough as the Crusaders will take the ball back once again. Trying to play it back, a nice little steal of the ball on the near flank. Here come the Aviators, once again poked out of bounds by the Crusaders. It's been a constant theme on the far side and the near side. The Crusaders getting an elbow in, trying to box out for the ball, but at the same time, if the defender is beat, they just get a foot on the ball and hit it off of the Aviator, and that has been a big reason why they haven't conceded quite yet in this game. Ball sent near side, chested down by the Crusaders. They're trying to keep possession. They'll work from the back and just on the line, tiptoeing it. They send it central. Can Central Catholic get some numbers forward and get a good attack going? Nice move by Payne, the junior, still dribbling. A nice solo run from him. Tries to play it to Kutcher on the wing. He's able to get there. The Crusaders having numbers in the box. Two awaiting in the penalty area. Played in, back post, and just tipped away. The Crusaders had a prime chance, and Onestra couldn't get a good enough piece on the ball, but it just barely kept in. They will go again. Ball played, back post. No one home. It goes out for an Aviator goal kick. That is good build-up play from Canton Central Catholic. That is what they want to do. Play down the wing and string a ball into the box. they only have 2 players in there. I would like to see a 3rd or a 4th go back post. Both attempts back post went a little wide. If they can have an extra man in the box, they can probably find an opening in the defense and get the opener. The Aviators also have that plan, but it will not come to fruition as it just cleared away. But the danger not dealt with yet. The Aviators still looking dangerous. Down the wing they go. Just over 10 minutes played in the opening half. Good interception on this near side for Canton Central Catholic. Can they make some magic happen on the near flank? No, they cannot. Ball played away once again. And another giveaway. The Crusaders have a prime chance. It's a couple defenders there, and that's enough to thwart the efforts. Ball played near side once again. The Crusaders will go. Ball played wide. It was a good attempt on the shot from Inestroza from well outside the 18-yard box. Couldn't connect, maybe going a foot or 2 wide of the far post. 11 minutes in, 0-0 is your score. But the Aviators looking to apply some more pressure on the far flank. They go. Nice pressure being applied on that far side, and a nice win. Zuch Egno over there for the Crusaders, getting a nice piece of the ball and using his shoulder to box out, and another nice steal from the Aviators. We're back to playing some pinball. Possession trading constantly at the moment. The Crusaders and the Aviators trying to settle with possession. That one's just sent out of bounds and will go out for a quick Aviator throw. They set up on the near side. Reese gets rid of it. It's a give and go down the wing. It's hit a little bit off of a defender of CCC, and that's enough to keep it in their possession as Wash just sends it forward. The Crusader attack rolls again, and they have numbers heading forward. Inestroza cuts inside, waiting for some help, and it just cleared away for a throw. Actually, it looks like it might stay in play. That might even hurt the Aviators. Ball played in. Here's a prime chance. Need away just outside the box. And a header clears the danger for the time being. An excellent touch in the center of the park for the Aviators. A ball played in, not enough as Watts is there, just turns his hips and plays it forward. The Aviators will work again, playing the ball forward, and that one will be easily dealt with by Emerson Schweiger, the sophomore, in goal, once again being called upon. I said it around 10 minutes ago. The battle in the midfield might be the deciding factor of this game. We've seen the ball ping around a couple of times, and those sequences could lead to big chances. As Canton Central Catholic, give them credit, they have had the majority of the big chances, but this might be one of the bigger ones, but it's dealt with by Schweiger, who once again comes off his line to greet the ball. Ball played just over midfield. Nice job on the near side for the Crusader to open up his hips and create some space. Here they come once again. Stolnacker loses it, trying to play it cross pitch, but loses it in the end. Prince on the far side, one of the 2 captains, looking to make an impact in this game. He has 2 goals to his name already. Ball played, and here's a prime chance, one-on-one plus the keeper, and it's hit out of bounds for a corner kick. Excellent defense from Jeremiah Watts to trail back and get a piece. It looks like the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders are gearing up to make a change early in this game. It's taken us to around the 26.5-minute mark to see our first sub get ready to come on. It looks like we will have this set piece, and then the change will be made. Apollo Prince, the senior, to take the corner for the Aviators. Numbers making their runs. Ball played in. Here's a chance for the Aviators, and it's swallowed up once again by Schweiger. You got to give the sophomore credit. Young goalkeepers have a hard time settling in no matter what level it's at, whether it be professional, college, high school. He has looked really good today and has looked like he's been playing in the high school game for a lot longer than a year and a handful of games so far this year. Heavy challenge from Watts, does enough to win the ball. He's been one of the strongest defenders on the pitch tonight and has set up another prime opportunity for the Crusaders. Inestroza right by the corner flag, being matched up once again. And nice interception from the Aviators, sends the ball out of play. Kager, the senior, gets a piece. And Estroza waiting for the changes to be made by Canton Central Catholic as they will make the first subs of the ballgame. Just over 15 minutes played at Alliance Elementary. 0-0 is your score, but the way both teams have played, the first goal is coming very soon. Played back over the head of the Crusader, and we'll have a whistle this way. It looks like we'll have a set piece just near the edge of the box for Canton Central Catholic. This is where I'm talking about. You need to send numbers forward. As of right now, you're seeing 4 players near the box. I wouldn't mind seeing number 3 come forward and get involved here. That's Nazvati, the midfielder. I don't mind him standing where he is, but get an extra number in the box. Ball pinged well back. It will go outside the box. Nazvati needs to be ready to receive the ball. Will not. Play to the far wing. Here's a chance for the Crusaders. Kutcher plays it and will go out of play. So the ball will go out for our corner, and it looks like we will see the first change of the game made for the Alliance Aviators. It'll be a double change. Alliance's defense, one of their calling cards. In the words of their coach, Cody Lipley, in his 4th year, they're strong and organized with Quinn Callick, Camden Jones, Lincoln Masters, and Laron Nicholson leading the strong defense of the Aviators, who has led up only 2 goals on the year, one of them coming against Coventry and one of them coming against Akron Outlet on Tuesday evening. And a big reason why as well, Cole Pasco swallows that one up. Had a save earlier on in this game to take him to double figures. Also has a clean sheet to his name. That came the 2-0 win against Ravenna around a week ago. Backwards pass goes in favor of the Aviators. Their chance is going to go wide. Their first real attacking opportunity in the last 10 minutes. The Crusaders have done well to keep the ball in their attacking area. Well, that one through, and it ends up not mattering. Schweiger will ping it forward around midfield, chested down by the Aviators. Do we see a scheme change? Do we see the ball played towards the center? We'll have to wait till the next possession. Ball lost in the center once again. Both parties fighting to keep possession. It's been a fun battle in the midfield. This time it appears the Crusaders will win the day. A nice ball played forward. Here's the big chance for the Crusaders to get on the scoreboard first. And it will be defended nicely by the Aviators and go out for a CCC throw. The first real one-on-one chance of the ball game was defended nicely by the Aviators. One of their 4 strong defenders coming back and getting a piece of it. There's a reason why Coach Lipley praises his group so highly. He knows that any given opportunity, they can make the play that he asks them to keep the game within a goal, keep the clean sheet, whatever the task may be at any given moment. The Crusaders, credit to them, will keep the pressure up and have another chance building on the far flank. Kutcher looking for numbers, has 2 bodies in the box, and it will go over the bar and go out for a CCC corner. Around 2 minutes to go before the halfway point of the first half. Still 0-0. Waiting for the opening goal from either side. Both of them have come close, but we are yet to see the decisive opener. Ball played in a nice spot. It's a big chance. Headed in, headed back. The shot going to be deflected back, and Canton Central Catholic will regroup on the edge of the 18-yard box. Once again, nice defense, but taken back in the end by a heavy challenge, courtesy of Inestroza. Ball played central just outside the box. A nice small pass to give and go, going back into a central location. Stallnacker was the intended target, but the Aviator defense will hold up once again and will get the job done. A nice clear for them. They'll try and move in transition, and they will move nicely. They have plenty of pace down that far wing. Here come the Aviators soaring against the Crusaders. Quick little step over on that far wing, the cutback, and it'll be won back by Canton Central Catholic. A nice cut and move from Fretch. We've called his name a couple times. It's a big tackle, an unsung tackle, but a big one nonetheless. Ball played center of the park, a heavy touch taken in. Paulo Prince plays it on to the near side. Tiptoeing the line, it's Nicholson, the other captain. Ball pinged down the line and will go out of play. The Aviators moving down the near line and will have a throw around halfway into their attacking area, maybe into their final third. Ball played officially into the final third. Hanging no man's land, but the Crusaders now, after getting a clear of dreams, have a one-on-one chance. A nice run made, but it's not enough as the defense is able to trail on back and hit it out of play. It was a nice run by Vince Pena, but just didn't have enough pace to outpace the defender. And now some changes will be made by Coach Downing of CCC to try and spur the offense on. So far in this game, we are seeing a tight battle. If you're a neutral watching this game on 1022, you earn yourself a great game to watch after your workday on a Thursday evening. Having a close soccer game, one of the best feelings. We want to see a goal in this game. I assume we're going to see it soon, just the way this game has gone. Before the game, you might say it'll be Alliance who scores first. But the way this game has gone and the pressure applied, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Crusaders. Once again, we'll have another goal kick here. Cole Pasco to take it. The next production of Alliance on 1022 Spectrum will be next Friday as the Alliance Aviators take on the Streetsboro Rockets in a football clash at Cara Stadium at 7 p.m. It appears I'm on camera right now. So far, good game, good action on the far flank. What can the Aviators do with possession? We have a whistle blow, and it looks like we do have an injured Aviator down on the far side. Looks like a rough hit. We'll take our camera off of that. But once again, Alliance, they've had a great start to the year as we'll turn things back on over here, averaging 3.33 goals per game while allowing under 1. It's been an impressive start. Last year, around 500 throughout the whole year. I believe 9-8-1 was their ending record. This year, they really have improved. If they're able to win this game, they would improve to 4-0 on the year going into a big clash at Salem on September 3rd. Canton Central Catholic played them last year. It was a 5-1 ball game in favor of Alliance last year. This one looks to be a lot lower scoring as of right now. But Canton Central Catholic, don't let their record fool you. They are averaging 2 goals per game while allowing 4.5. But Schweiger in goal has been a star. Right now, if you had to name the player of the game, or if you go based on match rating, the highest rating, I feel you have to go to the sophomore goalkeeper. He has looked extremely solid in goal against a very potent offense of the Alliance Aviators. It's been fun to watch this young man in goal. It's not easy for a freshman or sophomore to make their way onto any varsity team. That's a given. Soccer is one of those sports where a lot of schools don't have JV teams, so those younger guys are given a lot of chances. Even if you ask Coach Lipsley about the freshmen that he has, Jackson Raisted along with Jacob Shute both have made impacts when called upon from the bench. But as a sophomore goalkeeper, I mentioned it earlier, goalkeeping is one of the most difficult positions in all of sports to play. As a goalkeeper in soccer, whether it be high school, college, or the professional level, it's not easy to come in and be a young goalkeeper. For those of you who religiously watch soccer, a key example of this would be the former Leeds goalkeeper, I believe actually current Leeds goalkeeper, Elon Mellier, coming into the Premier League a couple of years ago, maybe around the age of 21, 22, and had plenty of struggles. A couple of other young goalkeepers in there. You have Mark Verbruggen of Brighton as he is healing from an injury. He did well at the Euros as a younger goalkeeper, so we're starting to see a couple of younger keepers get their chance, but also at the same time, you have older goalkeepers who wait years for their opportunity. Think Emi Martinez of Argentina waited till he was nearly 30 for his big break when Bert Leno got injured during COVID. We're back into the action with 18:08 left to go in the first half. Still a 0-0 game. Right now, it could be anyone getting the first goal. It's a coin toss. Canton Central Catholic has had more possession and momentum, but Alliance's defense is difficult to break down, and they are showing that right now as they turn their defense into some offense. They have a chance down the far flank with just under 18 to go in the first half. And nice defense being shown by the corner flag, but the Aviators win the day. Here's their chance. Ball played in and defended nicely once again by the Crusaders. Mikolas, the defender, getting a foot on it. An Aviator on the far side attempting to keep it in play, but unable to do so on the slide. So it will go back to the Crusaders as they look to bring the ball back up the pitch once again. If you're just tuning in, this game has been a back and forth affair for both teams. A lot of pressure applied by both sides, a couple of good chances early on by the Aviators. 2 shots in the first 3 minutes, but really nothing much since then. The story of the game, Emerson Schweiger, the goalkeeper of Canton Central Catholic, has been stellar all day, whether it be a simple save on his line or coming off of his line to make a play in the air against the dangerous Aviators, who, you can make the pun that their mascot is the Aviators and they can soar above the competition. It's true. They've been able to get in the air, but Schweiger's height has prevailed as he has been able to rise just above the reaching heads of a couple Aviators who are looking for whether it be their first, second, or third goal of the season. It's no easy feat for Canton Central Catholic to come in here and keep a clean sheet for as long as they have. You have to give them credit. Regardless of the outcome of today's game, they have looked like a really good team. That's why you get the saying, any given Sunday. It might be 0-2 and Alliance 3-0. You can do the math and say, okay, Alliance should be favored. But these Crusaders have a chip on their shoulder. They want their first win. They're hungry for it. And I was planning on saying it pregame, but if you're Alliance, you have your first 3 wins, whether it be intentional or not, you could potentially have a little bit of fall off. You think you might be able to win the game a little easier. But really, both sides have played tough and physical. They're evenly matched despite the records. Now just under 16 minutes left to go in the first half with another goal kick here for Canton Central Catholic. Nice ball played into the center of the park, goes just over the halfway line and skipped on back. Can the Crusaders get the pivotal attack they're looking for and apply plenty of pressure on the near side? They go. Stallnaker looking for some help. Just slides and plays it forward. An excellent pass in the end up to Lepley. Lepley on the near flank will play it in and swallow it up in net by Pasco. Just slightly comes off his line and retrieves it into the chest. It might not be a difficult save, but a necessary save. Punt played near side, near the halfway line, headed on back. Nicholson trying to play it forward, can't thread the needle. Lepley will take it, tries to play the give and go, but will lose it. Nicholson has the defender going right against him. Lepley tried getting a piece, and the pressure was enough to force the wayward pass. Ball finally goes out of play for an Aviator throw. But looking at what Lepley was able to do there, Andrew Lepley, the junior, snuck up behind Nicholson and applied just enough pressure to rush his pass, which ended up sending it off course. It's the little plays like that that will end up making a difference in this game. You could see something similar like that happen. A bad pass lead to build-up play, and a build-up play lead to a goal. Soccer is a game of fine margins. You look at the games that the Aviators have played, you've had a couple of big games, obviously the 5-1 and the 3-1, but the 2-0, like the scoreline we saw in the girls' game just gone against Mogador Field, it was the little things in that game that could have made a difference. Alliance missed the penalty with around 10 minutes to go in that game. That could have been the turning point, but they kept their head down and they were able to find their second goal quickly after and were able to seal the deal with just over 8 minutes left to go in that game. We could see a similar storyline. Missed chances leading to a big goal. The last thing I would expect to see in this game would be a clean sheet held by both sides in a 0-0 game, sending us back to our homes before Friday Night Lights tonight, or tomorrow, I should say. Ball played centrally by the Crusaders. A nice move on the ball. Good technicality being shown. Can he win the battle? Looks like Kutcher can. He did a nice couple of turns trying to cut inside. Ends up getting rid of the ball, which is the right move. Central Catholic moving forward, trying to progress into the final third. Lepley, who has been sensational since coming on. Plays it central. It's picked off by the Aviators. Apollo Prince getting a piece of it. Goes near side. Lepley will see it out of play. Flag will raise to the right, giving the Aviators back possession. Nicholson bounces that on in, and the give and go played back. Nicholson once again picked off by the Crusaders. He will trail back and just tip it out of play for a Crusader throw. Lepley to take it on the near side. Lepley, the light throw played on into Inestroza. Goes back to the Aviators. Nicholson trying to lead one of his teammates in stride. Cannot. Was does a nice job to come off his defensive line. Nice ball roll by Lepley, trying to outpace Nicholson on the near flank. The captain trying to show more physical ability than Lepley. He does for the time being. Nicholson fighting for his life, just pings it out of play for a throw. That was a big battle for Nicholson near the box. There's a reason he's a captain. He showed his strength and kept his composure on that big chance. Another nice save in the box from Cole Pasco. His third one. Second one like that, ready to come off his line and swallow it into the chest. Just under 12 to go in the first half. Still a 0-0 score line as that one goes out of play and will go back to CCC. Once again, got to give credit to Canton Central Catholic. They have looked good from the get-go. They struggled early on in the game, I will say, on the defensive end, allowing 2 shots in the first 3 minutes, but their defense has really settled in. All they needed was time, and maybe one error would be the difference. We do have a foul a little bit outside the box. Could we see a red card early in this game? I don't know if we're going to have that be a red card offense. It depends the way you see it. I can't really tell from our angle if we're going to see a card. I don't think one was given, but now the player will be called over. I would expect to see at least a yellow. I don't think we have a replay of it. It is a yellow card. I do agree with that call from the official. He had to make that tackle. It wasn't a blatant no ball, no attempt red card. It was try and trip him up. He got a piece of the ball, got a little bit too much of the ankle, brought him to the ground, messing up the opportunity for a one-on-one. A yellow card and a free kick on the 18-yard box, a fair penalty and a fair trade-off for the Crusaders. Now we have some conversation on who will take the kick. This could be the turning point the Aviators are looking for. Prince appears to be the man to stand over the kick. Apollo Prince so far this year, the midfielder, has 2 goals to his name. The captain looking for his third in the 4th game. The sun is setting here. Can Prince open the scoring? He taps it. It's an indirect free kick and just hit over the bar. Prince being there was a good fake out. Almost expected him to take it, just given the strength that he has. It goes flying over the bar, and the Crusaders once again come up with a stop on the defensive end. But the pressure will continue to come in plenty amount as the Aviators have a throw on the far side. Ball played forward, but no one home to retrieve it. Schweiger will come off his line once again and take it into the chest. Around 10 minutes to go in the first half. 30 minutes in, still no scoring in this OHSAA clash. Header one in the center of the park for the Crusaders. This is their chance to play it forward. They are unable to do so. Kutcher goes back, slides for it, sends, I believe, Apollo Prince flying. But he got all ball, clean tackle, and in the end, as it goes out of play, it will go back to the Aviators. A lot of heavy tackles from the Crusaders today, but for the most part, they have been clean. The only quote-unquote non-clean one was the one that awarded the free kick, and that wasn't with malicious attempt. That was, oh, if the ball is in possession of that Aviator, it's a one-on-one chance against my sophomore goalkeeper. I'm going to give him the opportunity to set up for a free kick defense instead. So the Aviators will have a throw, playing it just outside their final third, and a nice tackle there. It's heavy, and we'll go back to the Crusaders, who try to play some give-and-go soccer. Here on the middle comes Inostreza. Ball lost back to the Aviators and simply cleared away. Can this lead to some offense from the Aviators? Ball played on the near flank. It's a big chance. It's a one-on-one. Nice cutback. Here is their chance to open the scoring. What a save in between the sticks from Emerson Schweiger. The sophomore sensation continues to rally in net for the Crusaders, and he keeps the clean sheet intact. I think all the Alliance and Canton Central Catholic fans expected that ball to find the back of the net, but Schweiger out of thin air leaps for it and is able to get a hand or two on it. How do the Aviators respond? The best chance of the game by far, excellently defended. Prince will stand over it on the near corner flag with 8:30 and counting left to go in the first half. Ball whipped in and headed back to the corner flag. Prince will run for it, so will Crusader. A simple ball roll fools Prince, and it will go to Canton Central Catholic. Nice move there, just trying to fool him, and in the end, he succeeds. So now the clock continues to run. The Crusaders debating on who should take this throw. If XG was a stat tracked at the high school level, I feel like right now Alliance would have a 1.2 to 1.5, while the Crusaders have a 0.6. For those of you who don't know, XG, expected goals. The Aviators, I feel like, should be up 1-0 in this game the way it's gone, but credit to Canton Central Catholic. Their defense has been stellar. They've allowed plenty of chances, but Schweiger between the sticks has been an all-star in this game. Ball played in once again. Is this the dagger? Another nice save from Schweiger. Keeps the clean sheet intact once again. Ball eventually just pinged out of play, and it will stay in the area. Alliance have another throw on the far side. What can the Aviators do with 7 and counting to go? Headed on back, the Aviators will take their time to set up. Ball played down the wing, and Schweiger will go for it once again, falling on it. If anyone on this pitch is waiting for the whistle to blow for halftime, it is Emerson Schweiger, as he has been a hero so far for the visitors. Alliance is going to slow down the game a little bit here. On the near side they go. Ryder Bandy plays the central. Here's their chance from outside the box. Schweiger once again goes to greet it. A beautiful textbook save. Goes down, blocks it with the knees, goes in with the hands, and uses his 2 hands to scoop it up. Show that save to any goalkeeping coach in the area. They would be pretty happy with how textbook of a save that was. 6:15 and counting left to go in the first half. Ball played on back and whipped forward. Here's a chance. The run coming in from behind and just sent forward. Pascal coming off his line as Inestroza came for it for CCC. Bouncing around in the center. It's won by the Aviators. Here they come on the near side. Once again, Bandy. Bandy beats him for pace, whips it on in. A little bit too far as it goes to the opposite corner flank. Still in the box. Could we have a pen? They're going to say no. Definitely look close, but the Crusaders will work in the meantime, trying to take advantage of the quick tangle. Can the Crusaders find their opener? Ball played on back in the center. Near side it goes. Inostreza gets a nice piece of the ball, pings it back. Heavy tackle. Nicholson once again comes up clutch. Ball still pinballing around in the attacking third of Canton Central Catholic. A beautiful ball roll. Touch on the outside of the foot. It looks like the whistle will blow. Nicholson, it looks like not very happy or correct. I believe that is, I'm trying to see, the jersey numbers make it difficult. That is Camden Jones. The black on black with the numbers and jersey make it a little difficult to see who is who. With just under 5 minutes to go, it looks like one of the officials will go over to the coaches and give an explanation. Once again, the next broadcast on Channel 1022 Alliance on Spectrum will be next Friday evening, Week 3 OHSAA football, as the Alliance Aviators will take on the Streetsboro Rockets. That game kicking off at 7 p.m. in my backyard at Karis Stadium. As we get back to the action here, Canton Central Catholic will have a free kick to stand over just outside the 18-yard box. This is a big opportunity. It's just a drop ball. A nice cut played forward and well out of play. It was a good attempt there. Wincart, the man taking the shot, just misses well over the bar. Definitely close. Needs to bring it down just a little bit on the next attempt to give the goalkeeper something to work with. With 4.5 to go, the Crusaders trying to keep their clean sheet intact. Braystead does a nice job to win back possession. There's a reason why his coach is such a big fan of him, as he puts it on display there. One of the 2 freshmen who have made impacts off the bench for Coach Lipley's team this year. Throw in on the far side for the Aviators. Here is another chance for them to work. Cut back to the left side, back right. The Crusaders swallowing the attempt. Man goes down in front of the box, and we'll have another whistle blow with just under 4 to go. And this one a little bit further out than the last free kick attempted by the Aviators, but nonetheless, they have a chance to potentially shoot right here. Whistle will blow. Here's the chance for the Aviators. Can they score from a set piece? Ball pings around and will go back. Here come the Crusaders. It's a big chance for them to make something happen. They have numbers going forward inbounds, but not enough as it's just sent forward. Nice defense being employed once again by the Aviators. They have been nearly impossible to break down this entire evening. Mikolas plays it centrally back to the A. Down the wing it goes, but intercepted nicely. 180 seconds left to go in the first half here at Alliance Elementary. Still a 0-0 ball game. Headed on forward near the center circle. Both sides have had plenty of offensive opportunities, but none close enough to get the opener. Once again, keep in mind, Alliance this year have won each of their games by at least 2 goals, winning 3-1, 5-1, and 2-0 against Coventry, Ellet, and Ravenna, respectively. Quick throw once again. That has been Alliance's go-to play to try and spark some offense. Played to the back post. No one home in the right spot to receive the cross. Still in the box in a dangerous area. Headed back. Do we see the long shot? Intercepted. Pinged back. Another shot goes well wide. Good idea from Alliance to try and test Schweiger. I would like that shot a little bit better earlier in the game. They've seen what Schweiger can do. It's going to take a lot for him to be broken down in this game, and they know that. But Canton Central Catholic, they might have their golden ticket. Coming off his line once again is Pasco as he clears it out of play for a CCC throw. The goalkeeper's putting on a clinic this evening. Watts will take it just at the halfway line. Bounces forward and will go to the near side. Played back. Dangerous area once again in the midfield. The midfield battle being highlighted once again. CCC will win it for now. Pena playing it on forward. Cutting it back is Kutcher. Kutcher trying to keep possession. Will go to the ground as it's won away. A nice job by Alliance once again to keep possession. Cam Jones putting on a defensive clinic. A whistle will blow. It looks like we do have an injured Crusader down in the box with $1:12 to go. If you're just tuning in, this game started off well in favor of the Alliance Aviators. 2 shots in the first 3 minutes. They were dangerous, firing on all cylinders. Then the game slowed down a little bit. The Crusaders had a couple of chances down the flanks, and they were defended nicely. The biggest chances of the game, however, came for Alliance a little bit later on, but the story, Emerson Schweiger in between the sticks, has had plenty of saves and has been probably the best player on the pitch for either side tonight. Without him in net, this is easily a 1 or 2 goal game in favor of the Aviators. A minute left to go in the first half of play in Alliance, Ohio. Alliance looking for one last opportunity to get on the board before heading to the locker room. Ball in the 18-yard box. The Crusaders playing with fire, just poked away out. A nice job by Mikolas to get a piece and just kind of spark something as CCC now has potentially their last attack of the half. Ball played forward and defended nicely. Cam Jones gets a piece. Ping on forward, near side it goes. A simple ball roll played down the wing. What a beautiful setup with 20 seconds left to go. Here come the Aviators. Schweiger off his line, swallows it up once again. Crusaders in no hurry to set anything up with 10 seconds left to go in the first half. It sounded like a whistle, but it's just the PA system going berserk with 3 seconds left to go on the clock. The screeching continues, the ball will roll around, and there is the buzzer to signal halftime. It's been an exciting first 40 minutes here in Alliance. You're going to want to stay tuned for the second half. 0-0 is your score. Once again, a simple recap of the first half. Alliance had the first couple shots of the game. 2 attempts on goal in the first 3 minutes. Were unable to convert. Then CCC, they had their way on offense, unable to convert. A couple one-on-one opportunities for the Aviators, defended nicely by Schweiger between the sticks. A couple of key players for both sides. We've seen Apollo Prince be a mainstay on the offense on occasion, but the best player on the pitch, I would say, for the Aviators has to go to Cam Jones, who has held his own on plenty of attacks. As for the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders, a couple guys. Case Kutcher, he has shown really good footwork with the ball, especially in the center of the park. He has been a dangerous midfielder on the roster, given to me, listed as a forward/midfielder. I would say a midfielder/forward. He has the technical ability of some of the best midfielders in the game. The way he is on the ball, I'm kind of thinking a KDB Rodri mixture. He has some defense, but plenty of creative opportunities and creative aspects to his game. Another player, Andrew Lipley, the junior for CCC. He has looked really good in minimal game time in the first half. He'll be a player to watch once he gets back on the pitch in the second half. It's been an exciting run of game so far, but still the honors even. 0-0 is your score at the half. We'll turn it back to the in-house cameras with 8:30 on the clock to bring you the action and the shenanigans here at Alliance Elementary School. You're watching Alliance versus Canton Central Catholic Soccer on Spectrum Channel 1022.
It's on the board. 5 minutes, 30 seconds, 27 seconds, 26 seconds. Right hand's wet. My hand is wet. And I didn't like the whole way. Yeah. Made it. It would be less. Dude, I don't have life insurance. No, I'm broke. I have health insurance, not life insurance. She's like, you're not gonna die anytime soon. Well, I'm not stupid. So what? It costs money to buy pop and such. I want to be cremated and then they put my ashes and put at my funeral. Oh yeah. Say if you have like a pregnant wife or something, and you know you're about to die at that point, you just always be with them in the backyard.
She gave you one back.
Oh, I know.
40 minutes in the books at Alliance Elementary School. Still honors even, 0-0 is your score as we return to the action in the second half. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Once again, it was Alliance at the beginning, but then Canton Central Catholic started to gain momentum. Emerson Schweiger between the sticks has looked immense. He has lived up to this big occasion and has been a big presence between the sticks. He reminds me a lot, I'm going back to my professional analogies here, a mixture between the Schmeichels, that's Casper and Peter, and Petterchek. A couple legends of the game, and then Casper Schmeichel, the goalkeeper of the improbable Leicester team that won in 2015-16. His diving ability is really impressive. he impressed me with the way he's able to, out of thin air, jump at the ball and snatch it. I was a goalkeeper myself. I work with some great goalkeepers and some great goalkeeping coaches. Never have I seen a kid be able to act this natural in between the sticks at this young of an age. As a sophomore in high school, he's, 15, 16? To have this talent between the sticks that he has is nothing short of impressive. I'm excited to see what this kid can do, not only in the rest of this game, but in the rest of his career. If you're a soccer fan, I would stay and pay close attention to the career of Emerson Schweiger. This kid is going places. As for the Aviators, D'Angelo Fisk will stand over the opening kickoff of the second half. His boys looking to find some offensive spark. They feel they should be up in this game. They've had a couple of big opportunities sent away by the tough defense of Canton Central Catholic. I mentioned Schweiger, gave him his flowers, but Jeremiah Watts, the senior, he has also had a nice game. Trailing back, getting a foot on the ball, and using his shoulder to gain leverage. That is why this game is 0-0. 0-0 games are some of the best ones, but to make them really elite games, we have a goal. 40 minutes left to go in regulation. What do we have left in store on this Thursday evening in Alliance before we go back to American football with Friday Night Lights tomorrow evening? And speaking of Friday Night Lights, we'll be back on next week to bring you Alliance versus Streetsboro football live at Kara Stadium at 7 p.m. in Week 3. That one should be a fun game to watch. Here come the Crusaders early on in this half, trying to make something happen, but are unable to do so. Cam Jones sends it up the far flank and out of play. Cam Jones, apologies to him, mixed him up with LaRon Nicholson. The dark jerseys make it tough to see the numbers. He has played an excellent game. I'll give him his flowers as well. His ability to use his shoulder for leverage to win the ball like he did there, and his ability to be so sound with his feet to not give up a penalty or a foul is nothing shy of impressive. He has looked really good on the ball and off the ball. He looks really comfortable out there and is showing why he is one of the best players on this Aviator team. This whole team has plenty of talent as they're one of the best teams in the area. The rankings that came out recently have them with the likes of Alliance Marlington, Buckeye, Copley, and the juggernaut of Division III soccer, REAIR Minutemen. That REAIR team is nothing shy of impressive as they ran their way through the competition last year in the playoffs. A big shot going well wide and will go out for a goal kick. Actually, I believe it's going to go off of an Aviator, so it will be a corner. Once again, apologies. Kind of difficult to see down there, but CCC will go again. Here's a prime opportunity. Played just near post, and the goalkeeper, Pascal, will see it out of play for a goal kick. That attempt came from Alex Weichart. We've called his name a couple times today. Couple good attempts. What I would like to see in this game is the shots on target compared to shots. There has to be a combined nearly 30 shots in this game. None of them have gone in the back of the net yet. None of them called back anything along those lines. We might see our opening goal here, however, as the Aviators sending numbers forward, but nice pace from Jeremiah Watts once again to send it out of play for an Aviator throw. The senior defender once again gets his foot in there and is the reason why CCC has yet to concede. The defenders have stepped up big time in this big game under the lights. It might be the opponent, it might be the atmosphere, it might be the fact that this is a Thursday night under the lights. Whatever it is, it's drawing the best out of the CCC team as they had to make the decent travel from Canton, maybe 25, 30 minutes depending where in the Canton area CCC is. I am not from this area, I am from Strongsville. Kind of new to this area, still learning where everything is. I know from Alliance, Canton, maybe 20 minutes out there. But wherever they came from, a little bit of a drive, they have not missed a beat. They have been excellent. But the Aviators trying to end that right now. Prince trying to get in there, but unable to do so. Ball cleared away by the Crusaders once again as they will now work in transition. Ball played a little bit too far away, and it's picked up by the defensive line once again with 36 and 30 seconds left to go in this ball game. Once again, the Crusaders will move with numbers on the far flank. Ball played in, trying to get a piece of it for the Crusaders was Stallmaker, unable to do so. Ball bounced down and be scooped up by the Aviators. Here they come once again. Pace being shown on the near side to be kept in play. Nice job by Bandy to get to it and keep the attack alive. Nice interception. Jeremiah Watts, once again, we've called his name a lot in the opening few minutes of the second half. Once again, comes off his line and makes a play. And here come the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders in numbers. Ball played forward and will be sent up into the center of the pitch. Will be picked up once again. Apollo Prince goes up in the air, gets it. Bandy plays it forward, a nice ball in, coming off of his line. Once again, as Schweiger slides and gets a good piece of the ball. What a tackle from Schweiger to avoid getting any sort of foul. He was either going for the ball or it was going to be a red card. The risk paid off. He is now a sweeper keeper among a brick wall. What can't Schweiger do between the sticks? Simple saves, big acrobatic saves, and now using his feet as a sweeper keeper. Even if there are no goals in this game, looking at Emerson Schweiger's performance, this has been an excellent game to watch and call, as he has kept it interesting. Alliance really should have had a goal early on in this game, but Schweiger did all he could to defend it, and all he needed to do was all he could. Pasco sends it forward, just under 35 to go in the ballgame. Brainstead plays it on forward. Ball skied, going on over to the sidelines, and will go out of play. Throw in taken quickly. Prince plays it on into Bandy. Bandy chips it on into the box. Watts skies it. It will stay inside the 18-yard box. Foot flung for it. Ball anyone's game to get it. And it's finally sent forward by the Crusaders, who do well once again to dispel the danger. Can they continue to keep using the pressure to their advantage? Ball bouncing around in the center of the park. Kutcher trying to get forward. Ball loose once again. The Aviators get a piece. Sent to the right flank. It will continue to bounce as Pasco will see it out of play. The goal kick for the Aviators. Right now, they look to the team with the majority of momentum. They have sent numbers forward a few times so far in the second half, but still looking for their opener. Once again, they've won each of their 3 games by at least 2 goals, so they've had a brace in each of their 3 games. And the freshman, Brainstead, goes to the ground, does a nice job to keep possession with the Aviators, and it will set up an excellent opportunity on the far flank. Watts trying to defend and boxes him out once again and sends it out of play for a throw. Jeremiah Watts now putting on a clinic for CCC. This defensive line of CCC compared to the defensive line of Alliance has gone blow for blow. Whatever acronym you want to use, they have matched up extremely well against their counterparts. It's been fun to watch the defensive battle. Both of them running a 4-back system, and both 4-back systems have worked perfectly in the plans of their coaches. Schweiger sends the ball well up the pitch. Ball bounce on forward, an opportunity. Kutcher trying to fight his way towards the ball. Will win it in the end, trying to box out against the defender and sees it out of bounds for a throw. Throw in taken quickly, going near the box. Light touch goes. Here's the chance for the Crusaders. Pinged well, but unable to make something happen. And here come the Aviators picking up play well. Apollo Prince on the far flank will dribble. Tries spinning out of a tackle, still being hit. Jeremiah Watts well off his line. Almost beat, but throws in his shoulder, gets separation, but Aviator will still keep possession. Around 10 minutes played in the second half. Bandy played in. Here's the chance for the Aviators. The cutback is kept in play. The Aviators can send it, and the Crusaders get the better of it. They keep possession. Now goes back to Alliance. Prince. Whistle will blow after the pass. We have a foul. The substitutions will be allowed to come on. And it looks like we also have an injury on the field. Trying to look where it is. We'll check up on the player in a minute once we see. It looks like the player is cramping off the pitch, so hopefully he will be okay. But once again, the second half, high-paced offense for both sides. Alliance had a good couple of opportunities, but were unable to make the most of them. CCC somewhat on the ropes. If they can keep the pressure to a minimum against them and apply a little bit of their own, they could potentially find their opener. I feel like 1 point from this game would be a good outcome for the Crusaders, if I'm being honest. Looking at it once again, I hate to pull up the records here because any given Sunday, any outcome can happen. But you have an Alliance team 3-0. Once again, not really from the area. I would say if you asked any Alliance fan, they would probably say this is one of the best teams that they have fielded in the last 10 years. As for the Crusaders, 0-2, looking for their first win. I know we don't have a table system in the OHSAA where 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, 0 for a loss, but to get a metaphorical 1 point in this game would be a win for CCC, in my opinion. I could be wrong. CCC fans, if you have a different opinion than me on that, please feel free to contact me. I would love to hear your opinion on this game. I would also love to hear the Aviator opinion on this game. As a media guy, I see the game a little bit differently than the fan. You can kind of see it when you have rivalries. If you're a fan of one team, you feel like success will be winning. If you tie them, might not be, even if they're a little bit different in talent level. Nice solo run here, but good defense shown by CCC once again as the ball is sent up forward. The pressure applied there by Nazvati as he was able to win it. A nice job as well by Brainstead to get a piece of it, play it on forward. He has been dangerous off the bench. Don't let his height fool you. He has been a dangerous midfielder, arguably one of the best players to step on the pitch for the Aviators. You see him on the far side of your screen. The give and go, tries to get to it, but just sent out a play for another Aviator throw. Just over 30 minutes left to go in the ball game. We're still in search of our first goal. Will we get it here? Bounces around a couple of headers. Brainstead chests it on down. The shot from well out. Hits the bar. Schweiger bailed by the bar. The shot goes well wide. That was the chance to break the deadlock for the Aviators, but they were unable to convert. The bar robs them once again as Schweiger was beat. The first time he was beat all game. The bar is there. The Aviators will work quickly to try and keep momentum. This one just sent out of play, going a little bit over to our left. It's a quick throw. They're going to work quickly here. Prince looking for numbers frantically, plays it on in. Can the Aviators keep up the high-paced offense? Apollo, near side, pings it, and a nice block by Kutcher getting in the way, and now CCC will attempt a counterattack. Nice physicality being shown, and it looks like we might have a dead leg. I believe from CCC going down is Vince Pena. He went up limping. It looked like maybe a dead leg there as he tried pacing his way forward. We go back on over here. 29:34 on the clock. We've seen a couple injuries here. If I had to guess, once again, we're seeing another cramp. This is what you get. This is the early stages of the season. The players are still trying to get back to full fitness. I would not be surprised to see a couple more cramps during the game. It's unfortunate. Is it painful? Yes. But it's part of the game. It looks like the official is signaling for the trainer to come on, and we will have a change, so it might be a little bit more than a cramp, but either way, you just have to hope that Vince Pena is okay. Once again, going back to this game, Alliance had a great chance there. Hitting off of the bar was a good result. That's the first time Schweiger really has been beat all game, and that is saying something. He has been stellar in between the sticks. The Aviator offense has looked well. Their high-paced offense has really given them a couple of opportunities. Apollo Prince on the quick throw-ins has been unsung this whole game. Shout out as well to the ball boys. You see them playing their part, just tossing the ball immediately back into play. Kind of reminds me a couple years ago under Jose Mourinho, Tottenham had a play where the ball boy quickly got the ball in and they ended up scoring. After that game, Jose Mourinho brought that kid into the training facility to thank him, and he met all the players, got some autographs and all that kind of thing. The moral of that story, ball boys are important. And when you have one that can get the ball back in play quick and keep the flow of play going and potentially lead to some goals, you are set up for success. If the great Jose Mourinho needs a successful ball boy, any high school team should follow that and kind of find someone who can play that role. It's not necessarily the most important thing, but it does help. Any little bit will help. Once again, we'll be back on air in a couple weeks on Friday for Week 3 football. I believe the first Friday in September, where the Streetsboro Rockets will fly on into town to take on your Alliance Aviators. 7 p.m. kickoff at Kara Stadium, a.k.a. in my backyard, as I am in the King dorm room over at Mount Union. So between my dorm and the stadium is basically some greenery and a parking lot, so I really can't say it's in my backyard. I won't be there at that time, but still, if you're not going to the game, watch it live here on Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. It looks like the players still being attended to on that side. Unfortunate anytime you have an injury of this kind of magnitude. Hopefully he's able to get off of the field. Look at the trainer stretching him out now. As well, Alliance fans, if the voice sounds familiar, the first time I called an Alliance game was earlier this year. It was the great win, Alliance and Holy Name basketball, ending my Holy Name broadcasting career in basketball. But the reason I bring that up is since that day, I have received a lot of support from Alliance, whether it be social media accounts or a lot of fans watching. So a big shout out to you, Alliance. It's my home away from home for now, as I'm at Mount Union for the next 4 years. I really appreciate all the support you have given me throughout my kind of last year as a broadcaster. I'm looking forward to calling many more Aviator athletic games. And as well, over to my right, you see the Aviator girls soccer team, who had a big 2-0 win over Mogador Field just a little bit ago. So congratulations to them, as they looked really good in that game from start to finish. It looks like we're about ready to get back underway. 29:34 left to go in tonight's contest. Still a 0-0 ball game. Still anyone's game. Don't know what really else to say. You've seen the same kind of flow throughout this entire game. There's really no new way to say it. CCC applying pressure, unable to connect their shots. Alliance applying a little bit more pressure, unable to connect their shots. I'm looking for a goal early in this half, and this might be the chance. The Aviators have a big opportunity, but the ball just pinballed forward, and will go out for a Crusader throw. I feel like we're about to see a creative shift for both teams. Try and change up the approach and try and catch the defense sleeping, for lack of a better word. If they're able to do so, I feel like a goal is in the offing. Ball hit out of play and will go out for a corner kick. This is where, if the Aviators have some height, you send them into the box. They really need to start sending the house. I hate to say that at this point in the game, but the longer it goes on, the less and less the Aviators are going to feel. They've had many good chances defended. They need the goal for confidence. If they get one, there's going to be a second in quick succession. Going up for it was Brainstead. Couldn't get a piece. Played back in, but Schweiger gets it. Once again, the sophomore pings it forward for CCC as he tries to spark the offense. He has a chance to do so with the ball just a little bit in front of the trailing Inestroza. But what a kick there. Getting well over the halfway line. Schweiger really doing it all for CCC. Maybe a handball there. We're not going to get the call, it appears. The Aviators will keep possession, but it looked like the ball may or may not have hit the right hand of that defender. But we'll play on here on the near flank. Nice play in the center of the park. Kutcher got it. Will bounce back between the Aviators and the Crusaders. Shoot, the other freshman who has gotten plenty of game time, getting in on that action and hitting it out of play. And it goes out for a throw. Nazvati, the captain, looking to spark his team's offense with just under 28 minutes to go. The charge and throw. A nice header back into the field of play. Pena, who had the dead leg a little bit ago, got up and directed the header into a good spot, but the Crusader offense unable to work with it. So the Aviators on the far side will try and pace their way forward, and a nice heads-up play once again by who else but Jeremiah Watts to hit it off an Aviator for a throw for his Crusaders. It's the unsung things from Jeremiah Watts that have really made an impact in tonight's game. His IQ for the game and knowledge just has been extremely impressive at this level. Just the know-how of where the defenders are or the attackers, depending which way you want to look at it, has been impressive. That has caused CCC to earn, I would say, at least 2 or 3 more throws, probably more like 4 or 5. But those extra throws can set up more play. Both teams still looking for their opener as we are nearing around the 25-minute mark in the second half. Ball played forward, pings off a couple of heads and goes on back. Can the Aviators win back possession? They can, as it's played back into the center circle. Played down the wing, and the run missed, but the Aviators still have a chance to play it into the box. Heavy touch taken, ball playing in. The header goes just wide. Jackson Brainstead had the prime opportunity, but just couldn't direct it in, just barely missing wide of the near post. He was in the right place at the right time, just couldn't get it in. An excellent attempt from him. A couple inches over to his right, and we would have the Alliance faithful going nuts. As of right now, we will take a pause as we have another injury, maybe another cramp, hopefully another cramp. We'll turn things back on over here. Another prime opportunity for the Aviators. The ball played into a dangerous area, the header almost there. And once again, there's a reason why I said it earlier. Don't judge the size of Jackson Brainstead too much. He's able to make an impact as if he was above 6 feet. That's just how good of a player he is. He knows where to be. He knows how to distribute the ball. That one just missed a little bit wide. I feel like if he gets that same opportunity, he's going to put away the chance. Alliance is knocking on the door of their first goal. They are due that goal. And CCC, they have kind of gone a little bit further back this half. I hate to say the offense has kind of taken a backseat, but they have. It looks like they're kind of playing for the draw. You do not want to play for the draw in this kind of game. It's anyone's game. When looking at the schedule, there's a reason why we're here covering this game. We cover at least 2 home games for Alliance boys soccer every year. There's a reason this game is on the calendar. It was planned to be one of the best games that we were going to see all year, and it is. It's a 0-0 dogfight with just under 26 minutes left to go on a Thursday night in Alliance. And as well, once this facility is done being renovated, I am sure it's going to be beautiful. Obviously, some construction and some things that still are yet to be done, but it will be worth it in the long run. This field being turfed recently, it looks beautiful. The beautiful Alliance logo, as you can see on the jerseys and on the midfield line. This turf field is one of the best that I've seen up close. It is a beautiful field, so shout out to the Alliance City School District for all they did in planning this. Both sides still talking tactic and talking things over with their officials and their teammates alike. With 25:53 on the clock, it looks like we are about set to get back underway to try and complete this game. As of right now, we're nearing around that hour-and-a-half mark. We've had a couple of stoppages in play due to injuries. I believe this is the third one this half. And now on your screen, you can see the beautiful Alliance logo at the center circle. Ball played forward by Schweiger and out of play. It will go back to Alliance. The ball boys coming in to give the ball quickly to Prince. Ball played in, but a quick whistle. Looks like they're going to have to redo the throw. The clock will continue to run. 25:30 left to go in regulation. Masters will chuck it on into a dangerous area. Braisted going for it, pings it to the far side once again, blocked by Jeremiah Watts, calling his name once again as the hero. Pinged forward and will go to the corner, goes out of play. The Aviators will take possession halfway up their defensive half. Ball goes just wide, a heavy touch into a dangerous area. Can CCC build numbers? Kutcher on the near side tries to turn inside, but unable to do so. Still keeps the ball close. The Crusaders working now down towards the corner flag. They get some separation. They try and send it forward. They're unable to do so. Ball goes out of play for a throw just near the corner flag. That time on the pressure for the Crusaders. It looks like it was trying to see who it was. I believe it was number 15 who applied the pressure for them as that ball is scooped up once again in goal by Pasco. The clock continues to run, less than 25 to go. Ball goes just past the halfway line and continues to trail on back. Can the Aviators find their opener? Brainstead, a beautiful ball. Watts tries to clear it, unable to do so. Heavy pressure being applied. He plays it in. Schweiger goes to his knees and corrals it in once again. Another textbook save from the sophomore, and he will play out from the back on a simple rollout. Ball played forward, a heavy touch going back. The pace of the Crusaders not enough to catch up to that ball, as it will go out of play and will go back to CCC. Or correction, will go back to the Aviators. Ball chucked on the wing, goes between the legs of Kutcher, able to play it on back and find Nasvati. Once again, the midfield battle being put on display. Kutcher cuts inside but defended nicely. Isaac Martin, the sophomore, getting a piece of it. Goes out of play for another throw. Chase Kutcher, the senior, was about to throw it in, but Nasvati calls him off. I like what CCC has done in the last couple minutes, but I want to see them making some runs. You see to the right of Nasvati, all that open area. Make a run down that flank. Make Alliance come to you. Make them apply the pressure. Instead, it's played into the center of the park. Brainstead has a nice ball played forward, and it'll just be pinged out of play for, it looks like a corner. While I like the idea of clearing it, you do not want to give up a corner at this point in the game. If he could have taken a touch and turned his body and sent it out for a throw-in, I would like that clearance a lot more. However, it's a tough call to make. He tried playing it out of play for a throw. It just goes out for a corner. Alliance trying to make the most of this opportunity from a set piece. Prince plays it just outside the box. It drops in no man's land, headed on forward. Alliance has an opportunity to get on it, but unable to do so. The Aviators, once again, will continue to throw in there as the Crusaders do battle. Played forward. Nice stoppage. I believe that's Cam Jones on the far side getting a piece, but it goes back to the Crusaders. We play some pinball in the middle of the park, but CCC has possession for the time being. Here they come down that far wing. 22 minutes to go in regulation. Can they find their opener? No. Good defense being played as the defender sends the ball forward. He is fouled after being tripped up from behind, and for his efforts, he will be awarded a free kick. Once again, the physicality coming back into play for both sides. We are nearing the hour mark in this game. Still no scoring. Both sides have had plenty of opportunities, a couple one-on-one opportunities sent away by the goalkeepers. You got to give credit to Cole Pasco and Emerson Schweiger. Schweiger, I've called his name plenty of times today, maybe too many times, but he has been immense between the sticks, and so has Cole Pasco. He hasn't been called upon nearly as much, but that's a big credit to his defense. But when he's been called upon, he has made his mark and hasn't messed up. As a goalkeeper, if you keep a clean sheet, no matter if you have 1 save, 21 saves, or 11 saves, wherever number you have in the saves column, it doesn't matter. As long as the number in the goals column is 0 against you. That's just what his goal is. He's there to, as the name suggests, keep balls out of the goal. At the center circle, they go. Apollo Prince goes to the far side. Picked off once again by Watts. Goes back to the midfield. CCC will look to move the ball back into a dangerous area, and they will do so down the center flank. Now down the wing it goes. Here's a big chance. Kutcher has it. Turns back into the penalty area and loses it. Nice defense once again by Alliance. The danger not dealt with quite yet. Played into a dangerous area centrally. And it's cut back. What a move there by CCC to get a piece of it, to keep it within their reach. They try and spin, play it forward, and cleared away. Officially at the hour mark in this contest. Less than 20 minutes left to go in this game. As of right now, a draw is on the cards. Scooped up nicely once again by Pasco. Alliance has a little bit of time off before they go back to work on September 3rd as they will take on Salem. As for Canton Central Catholic, their next contest will be on the 31st of August as they welcome in Minerva. Ball chested to the near side, trying to be kept in by Prince, and once again he is not happy with the call. He has the call he wants in the end, but it looks like he wanted to play it out a little bit more. There'll be a free kick on the near side as Masters plants it down. Cam Jones, the senior defender, will take this opportunity to play it forward. Goes wide right side, heavy touch. They try and win it. It's a tough battle right there, and it's played forward once again. It's Brainstead getting a piece. He has played an excellent game. Ball whipped in. Here's a chance. Once again, taken in nicely by Schweiger. And now the Alliance fans are starting to boo the officials as they say he stepped out. And now also you hear the little kids getting on it too. You know it's a high school sporting event when you hear the gripes of the fans, including the little kids. It is funny to listen to. It's kind of a fun thing. The passion they have, especially when you see the public schools, the passion they have for their city and people they know, it is beautiful. A lot of people kind of forget where they come from. But it's beautiful to see even people who are well on in age, 80 and 90, still coming out to this game to support this city. They have not forgotten where they come from. It's a beautiful thing to see anyone come out and support their city, or even if you go to a private school like Canton Central Catholic, come out to support, whether it be your current school or your alma mater. It's a beautiful thing to see. High school sports and sports in general, it's a uniting thing. On your side, the ball will bounce and go out of play. It'll be Zuchegno. First time we've called his name in a little while. Throwing the ball in for the Crusaders to go Central, and once again picked off by Brainstead. Brainstead has played an excellent game after coming on in as a substitute. He has been nothing shy of impressive, had that one opportunity missed, but since then, in the midfield, he has been an excellent presence, and it might be a difficult situation now. Jeremiah Watts, along with another Crusader, down near the center of the pitch with 17:09 left to go in regulation. The opportunities, they continue to come for both sides. Schweiger has held up nicely in goal for CCC. And as for the Aviators, Pasco in net. And as I mentioned, the school spirit and the city spirit moments ago, you can see all the fans who have come out for this game. It's a work night, ladies and gentlemen. It's 9:02 on my watch. A lot of these people have to go into work tomorrow, have to go into school tomorrow, you name it. But they are here right now to support, whether it be their city, their school, their loved one. It's a beautiful thing to see that even though this game a little bit later, it was delayed, supposed to be a 7 o'clock start, but went to 7:30, to see all the fans that are out supporting. And I don't even have the numbers of all those watching at home. If you pull the numbers of the people at home combined with the ones here, I feel like we have a good basis of plenty of people watching Alliance soccer and Canton Central Catholic soccer, and that is our goal. The trainers now attending to both the down men of Canton Central Catholic, just hoping that they are okay. Especially at the high school level, you hate to see anyone go down. It's one of the toughest things to see, especially the seniors, as you get a look at the beautiful complex here. That concession stand over to our left. I've been seeing a lot of people go on over there. Look like they have some pretty good food. I'm not going to check it out right now, but from what I've seen, the people seem to enjoy the food. Just a beautiful complex here. You can see right behind us we have grass. We're pretty much in someone's backyard. It's kind of weird the way this is set up, but it's still kind of nice. You can look over to our right. You have the bleachers where we showed moments ago. To our left, the last shot that we had of the stand. It's a beautiful facility, a nice night. It has gone almost pitch black at this point. We still await the injured players as both teams look to regroup. If you're Coach Lipley over for the huddle of Alliance, I feel like right now you're saying your job is to finish. You have to get the goal here in the next 17 minutes to really have this game be a success. 1-0 will give some room for encouragement and some room to grow. They need to get there first. And as for Canton Central Catholic, they also need to finish, but it looks like Jeremiah Watts might not be able to continue on. I feel like whoever comes in for him will be up for a rude awakening. Alliance has to be well aware of who just went out of the game for CCC. They're going to try and exploit that hole. A football equivalent. When a starting corner goes down, what do NFL teams do? immediately start throwing at the corner that comes in. I've even seen that at the high school level where a team has an injured corner or a corner who doesn't play, the team immediately jumps on it and tries to take advantage of it. In soccer, same thing. If a defender goes down, they try and attack that weak area. If you have a backup goalkeeper, you're shooting from well outside the 18-yard box at least. And we're back underway. We go back to the action. Just around 17 minutes left to go in regulation of this OHSAA clash. Still honors even at 0-0. CCC's defense trying to make something happen. Jeremiah Watts' presence not being felt. Definitely not the sign that CCC wants. A little bit of difficulty clearing that ball as it will be a throw on the far side. Brainstead, heavy touch, keeps it in play, pings around. It will stay in play and just be simply cleared away by Mikolas. There'll be another throw for the Aviators as they start to send the house at the Crusaders. Played into a dangerous area, headed on forward and sent on back. It will go out of play once again and will go in favor of the Aviators. Ball bounces around in a difficult area to deal with. The Aviators will work from the midfield position once again, go across body. CCC has a chance to get a foot in. They will not. On the near side they go. Nice pressure being applied once again by Nesvati, the captain, who has shown plenty of leadership tonight. The Aviators get the best of the Crusaders there. Brainstead from well outside, easily taken in once again by Emerson Schweiger. I don't have the stats on it. I feel like Schweiger has to be at double digits now. His punt goes directly to Apollo Prince. What can the Aviators do? Brainstead goes to the ground, maybe clipped. The Aviators want a foul, not going to get it. Another heavy challenge by the Crusaders, not awarded. The whistle will blow. It might have been for the foul or for the ball going out of play. Tough to see. It looks like it will just be for the ball going out of play. CCC, they will hold on to possession with just above 15 minutes to go in regulation. Ball played into a dangerous area once again. A little bit of a push there, and the whistle will blow. Definitely the right call there. Alliance not happy with it. I saw it immediately. You cannot shove when no one's near the ball. Especially at this close of a game, it's going to be called 10 times out of 10. Not 9 times out of 10. This isn't your average toothpaste where 9 out of every 10 doctors approve it. No. This is one where every doctor approves it, every statistician approves it. 10 out of 10, it's going to be called a foul. So now Stolnecker sits over that one and pings it well to the right side of the goal and will go out for another goal kick. Alliance less than 15 minutes to work with to find the opening goal and most likely their winner. Bounces around, being headed up in the air. Can the Crusaders get possession? Kusher will play it on back. Nice little Cruyff turn on the far side. Here come the Crusaders in numbers once again. Can they find their opener? Once again, the stifling defense of the Aviators suffocates the attack for now. Ball played in dangerous area inside the penalty box. Clipped, and a whistle will blow, and the Aviators will get a break, and they get set up from their defensive half. Less than 14 minutes to go. What does Alliance and Canton Central Catholic have left in their locker? Near side it goes, a heavy touch there, but played on back by Masters, and it goes to CCC, but pinged back. It's pinball in the defensive third and hit out of play. A dangerous time to start playing pinball for both sides, but Winkhart able to get a piece and hit it away, but his shot hit out of bounds and will go out for a difficult corner here for CCC. Can they find the opener? If I had a dime for every time I said, can they find the opener, I'd be able to retire right now. Once again, taken in by the goalkeeper, Pasco, as he has played his part once again. I'm able to hear next to me the fans charging up for the punt. It goes on the ground in a dangerous spot. The defender's right there to get rid of the danger. It goes back to CCC. The defense growing a little tired for the Aviators. Here's the chance for CCC to strike. Played on into a dangerous area, a difficult touch taken. Can CCC get possession? No. Inestrosa had a prime opportunity, but just couldn't get to it. Now it's pinged into the final third of Alliance, and will go out of play, I believe, for a corner. From a corner on CCC's attacking end to a corner on Alliance's. The fans are really getting into this game. Don't tell them what time it is. They're acting as if it is still early on in the afternoon. A pivotal corner here for the Aviators. Can they find their opener? Ball bounces on in and will go back to Brainstead. He will take it on out and regroup. Played on back, the defensive line moves into the midfield and they will facilitate the offense. Brainstead calling for it, won't get it, ping to the right. And once again, Schweiger falls on it. Brainstead in the right spot, calling for it. The Aviators next time probably should try and find him. Bounces out of bounds. That will go back to the Aviators. 11:32 and counting left to go in regulation. We are still awaiting the first goal of this game. If you would have told us in the first 10 minutes we wouldn't see a goal through around 70 minutes, I don't think anyone really would have believed it. But yet, here we are. And even though this is a 0-0 game, and even if it ends 0-0, this has been a classic game for both teams. A tough, back-and-forth, gritty battle. As of right now, just under 70 minutes of pure defensive battle and masterclass from both sides. It's been fun to watch, but still plenty of carnage left to go as we do have 10:50 and counting to play. All it takes is one error for a team to go down 1-0. Ball sent well out of play and will go out for a CCC throw. It'll be Nazvati on the near side to take it. Nazvati checks it into a dangerous area, still untouched, and finally sent into the air. CCC, what a nice touch on the far side there. Kutcher the man to do it, and will go out of play for a throw. Just around 10 minutes to go in this ball game. 70 minutes played, still no goals. Can the Crusaders change it on this attempt? Played on back, the shot. What a save by Pasco. The danger not dealt with quite yet. Another chance, and it goes in. The Crusaders might have done it. 10 minutes on the clock, and they have found the opener. What a goal from CCC to thread the needle and put themselves up 1-0. The rebound went into the proper spot for CCC to cause some carnage. And now 9:52 left to go. Alliance needs a goal to keep their undefeated record alive. Coach Downing has to be loving this outcome for CCC. What a goal from the Crusaders. Pasco just broken down in the end. The fans still encouraging Alliance to get back in this game. It's going to be tough, but if they weren't sending the house before, they're going to send it now. So here we go, 1-0. Can the Aviators play it up? Apollo Prince on the far wing it goes and taken in once again by CCC's defense. The Aviators on the far side trying to get a couple pings. This one a good one. Can they work on that far flank? No. Good defense being employed by Adam Fretch, the defender. Fretch, the junior, making a big impact. Can Alliance get into a dangerous area? Not on that attempt. Ball played back. Canton Central Catholic has a chance to play it down that far wing and find their second. A second right now would be all but enough to seal the game. Played on back, trailing back for CCC to retrieve the ball is Mikolas. Haven't called his name much, but when he's been called upon, he has made the play he's been asked to make. On that far side, Nezvati, ball goes out of play, and it will stay with the Crusaders. If you're just tuning in, 70 minutes of scoreless soccer has been interrupted by a goal. CCC just able to make something happen just after the clock went into single digits in the time marker. But now Alliance, with their backs against the wall, needs to find 1 to get a point and needs to find 2 to win the game. Dangerous area, but not enough. Winkard gets it in the end. Can CCC find the second? Stolnaker plays it to the wing, bounces around in no man's land, and finally cleared away. Here comes the opportunity for the Aviators. Can they make it happen? Defended nicely by CCC as it's sent back up the pitch. Can they find their second? A prime opportunity. The flag has not gone up yet and finally does. Donetto was well in and well on his way to a one-on-one chance, but denied by the flag. Saved by the bells, saved by the flag, whatever you want to call it. Alliance lucky to have the flag go up there, as they would not have wanted to have a one-on-one chance with the already confident and potent CCC offense right in front of them. Alliance still taking their time to set up this free kick. The clock continues to run. 7:20 left to go in this ball game. The defense not awake. Winkart gets it and gets it back for CCC. Nice job from him, as they are still showing plenty of signs of adrenaline. Played to the near corner. Donetto going for it, and once again the flag goes up against him. So he has been caught offside for the second time in around a minute. But more importantly for CCC, the clock, it continues to run. What do the Aviators have in their back pocket to tie this game back up? Ball on the ground, here they go. Heavy touch on the far side. That doesn't stop the Aviators. Ball played in a little bit too far. It pings on back. Alliance will reset up. They change pitch. They try and get it. Prince, a header in the box. Goes still into the box on the far side. Played back to the corner. Can Alliance work something in? The cross of dreams to the back post. Just a little bit too much on it. To try and save it, he is unable to do so. Had to kind of pull up on it, and in the process, looks to be a little shaken up. Cam Jones looks like he is trying to shake it off. He has been a warrior throughout this entire game, going from coast to coast to make something happen as everyone's being sent forward. A correction, that appears to be Calic. Everyone on this team has fought for Alliance. It's just right now not been their day, but that can easily change right here. Ball played other side. The pressure still on. Alliance looking for a gap in the defense to exploit with around 5 minutes to go. Ball crossed in and on the play. CCC 5 minutes and 15 seconds away from getting a famous win in Alliance. If you're just tuning in, at around the 70-minute mark, the Crusaders found their opener, and since then, Alliance has had their back against the wall. They spent the last 5 minutes whipping in cross after cross to try and equalize the game. Now a set-piece corner with less than 5 to go to try and tie things back up. Ball played in, the header will go over the bar. Calic had a piece of it. It was a good attempt there, but not enough on it to direct it. And that will go out for a goal kick for Schweiger. Schweiger 4 minutes away from keeping his first clean sheet of the season, and what looks to be a legacy game for him. Schweiger sends it away. Dealt in nicely. Brainstead tried to trap it but couldn't. Can CCC cut back and find their second? What beautiful movement on the ball from Pena. Here come the Crusaders. Can they find it? The shot scooped up by Pasco. It was a nice job to have short-term memory, get the goal out of his head, and make the play that the faithful of Alliance know he can make. Ball stuck in the corner. A nice move there once again by Donetto, but unable to get to it. Alliance will let it go out of play for a goal kick as Pasco will facilitate from his own goal. Here come the Crusaders. This is their chance to score. Can they get their second? The Crusaders find their second. On a night that was looking to beat All Alliance, the Crusaders have played spoiler and are 3-21 away from getting the big upset. What a turn of events in the last 10 minutes of this ball game. The Crusaders living up to their mascot as they take over Alliance and are up 2-0 now. Alliance moves. They need to keep their undefeated record. The Crusaders 3 minutes away from getting a famous win. They're sending the house. What can the Aviators do to spark some offense? They'll have a throw on the far side near the ticket booth with 180 seconds left to go. They need one quick. Would not be surprised to see a quick cross into the 18-yard box. Instead, it goes out of play. The clock continues to run with 2:50 to go. The Aviators will take throw-in takers. They need to get the ball in quick to try and get a goal back quick. Brainstead plays it on to the near side. What can the Aviators do? Ball being moved into a dangerous area. Nice little Cruyff turn, hit over to the wing. Bandy pings it across in. The header, take it in nicely by Schweiger. And you can see the hand of Schweiger telling his team to slow down the tempo as he pings it forward. 2 minutes and 15 seconds separate CCC from getting a huge win over Alliance. But the Aviators have one last big chance to get back into it. Bandy doing all he can, plays it forward, goes past, the shot inside the box, it's in! The Aviators are not going down without a fight. With a buck 59 left to go, they find their opener and make it a 2-1 ball game. Is that enough to give the Aviators some takeoff? They're faithful are going crazy. They are ready to go. The girls team getting in on the action, going crazy. A buck 59 on the clock, and you can see them right there going crazy. Do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We will have an exciting finish here tonight. No goals for the first 70 minutes of play, but the final 10 have given us 3. Here they go. Can they get their second? Will the gates open? It's going to be a big couple of minutes here at Alliance Elementary. Aviators have little time to waste. What can they do to make something happen for themselves and give them a famous tie? The Crusaders will play it on back. The smart move coming out of his goal is Pasco. He will ping it forward with less than 90 seconds to go. Header goes back. It's a header battle between the Aviators and Crusaders. Ball in a dangerous area. The whistle blows and it goes back to the Crusaders, to the dismay of the Aviator faithful. We play on. Well, shout out to everyone at Spectrum Channel 1022, especially Logan McGee for picking this game. What an excellent game he picked tonight. And it's not done yet. The Aviators, here's their chance to tie the game back up. And it goes back to the Crusaders. Their defense holding up for now. The Aviators have a chance to shot. Tipped and just wide. Schweiger, an excellent save between the sticks. What a job by the sophomore sensation to keep it out and keep the Crusaders up by 1. Here's the corner. Everyone's on their feet. Here we go. Headed out of the box. Can the Aviators find it at the death? No, they cannot. It's over the bar. 20 seconds left to go. The Crusaders, no sign of urgency. That might be enough to seal it. Schweiger sends it up the pitch. There might not be enough time. The Crusaders should play keep away. They ping it well out of play. The whistle will go, and the Crusaders roll on into Alliance and get a famous 2-1 upset over the Aviators. What a way to win your first game of the season. Canton Central Catholic, the heavy underdogs, roll on into Alliance Elementary and win it 2-1. Your player of the game has to go to Emerson Schweiger, the goalkeeper between the sticks for CCC. Plenty of saves. Without him, this might be a different ball game. But you got to give credit to the Alliance Aviators. They fought. They made this game exciting at the end. That goal sparked hope and belief for the Aviator faithful. but it was a little bit too late for them to make something happen with it. The Crusaders, 2 goals in quick order, made this game out of reach 2-0 and then made it 2-1 courtesy of an Alliance goal. It was a great game. A defensive battle early on, turning into an offensive onslaught in the last 10 minutes. Canton Central Catholic will now post a 1-2 record heading into their game on Saturday, I believe, against Minerva. And then Alliance, they have a little bit of time to regroup before they head out to Salem to do battle with them with a 3-1 record. What a game and what a night here at Alliance Elementary. To stay up to date on everything Alliance related, follow the Alliance Athletic Department over on Twitter and stay up to date on all the social medias for all Alliance teams to stay up to date on all the games they're doing. Us over at Channel 1022, our next game will be next Friday, the first Friday in September, as the Streetsboro Rockets roll on into town to take on the Alliance Aviators. 7 o'clock kickoff coming at Karis Stadium at Mount Union, a.k.a. my backyard. But what a game here. Shout out to all the crew here today working for Channel 1022 to make this production possible. Plenty of cameras all the way around, plenty of gear. You can see the setup behind us, and now we go over and get the look to the team talk from Coach Downing to CCC. You can see he's still giving instructions, but deep down you can just tell how excited he is that his boys got the big upset win. And if you're Coach Cody Lipley, you take this one on the chin and you regroup going back into Salem. It's a long season. You're 3-1. This is a great spot for Alliance to be in nonetheless. But the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders, they will roll on the 1-2 record. And that one game being enough to not only give them their first win of the year, but probably age all the fans here by around 10 years. I don't know about you, but I feel a little bit older after watching that game. The back and forth and the intrigue, nothing shy of impressive. But with that, that will do it for us here at Channel 1022 on Alliance Spectrum. I've been Nathan Smee. Thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us, and we will see you next Friday at Karis Stadium to bring you Alliance Aviator football live, as always, on Channel 1022 Spectrum Alliance.
I started feeling bad about it. Oh, yes.
Are you out of control?